Ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like you didn't belong? Maybe you were at a meeting, a social event, or even just scrolling through social media, and suddenly that voice in your head whispered, "You're not good enough. You don't have what it takes. What if they find out you're a fraud?" Sound familiar? Yeah, me too. Confidence isn't something we're born with. It's something we build moment by moment, decision by decision, risk by risk. And today we're going to talk about exactly how to do that. Because let me tell you, the people we admire, the ones who seem so effortlessly self-assured, they weren't handed confidence on a silver platter. They built it. And so can you. Here's the first thing we need to address. The biggest myth about confidence is that some people just have it and some people don't. That's not true. Confidence is not a personality trait. It's not reserved for the loudest person in the room, the most attractive, the smartest, or the most experienced. It's a skill. A skill you can develop, just like learning to ride a bike or cook a decent meal without burning the house down. But before we talk about how to build it, we need to recognize what's been tearing it down. And that, my friends, is fear. You know that voice in your head, the one that says, "You're not smart enough. You're too young / too / too inexperienced. What if you fail? What if people laugh at you?" That voice is not your truth, it's fear, and fear is a liar. Here's something I need you to understand. Fear isn't there to stop you. It's just a signal that you're stepping outside your comfort zone. And guess what? That's where confidence is built. Think about it. The first time you tried to ride a bike, were you confident? No. You wobbled, you probably fell, and maybe you even swore off bikes forever. But the more you got back on, the more confident you became. Confidence isn't about never feeling fear. It's about taking action despite the fear. How do we actually build self-confidence? I'm going to give you a simple but powerful framework. 3 key steps that will change the way you see yourself and the world around you. 1, do hard things on purpose. 2, talk to yourself like you would a friend. 3, own your story, even the messy parts. Let's break these down. Step 1, do hard things on purpose. Here's the truth. Confidence comes from evidence. The more proof you have that you can handle challenges, the more you believe in yourself. So you need to collect evidence. This means stepping outside your comfort zone on purpose. Speak up in that meeting. Start that YouTube channel you've been dreaming about. Sign up for the gym, even if you feel awkward walking in. Raise your hand in class, even if your heart is racing. Every time you do something uncomfortable, you're proving to yourself, I can handle this. And the more proof you collect, the more confident you become. Confidence isn't built by waiting until you feel ready. It's built by taking action when you're not ready. Step 2, talk to yourself like you would a friend. I want you to imagine something. Imagine your best friend comes to you and says, "I'm such a failure. I'll never be good enough. I'm just not confident like other people." What would you say to them? Would you agree and say, "Yeah, you're right. You should probably just give up"? Of course not. You'd say, "Hey, don't talk about yourself like that. You're amazing. You're capable. You've done hard things before and you'll do them again." That has to change. The way you speak to yourself matters. Your brain is always listening. So start speaking to yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you'd give a friend. When that negative voice shows up, don't just listen, challenge it. Step 3, own your story, even the messy parts. Let me tell you a secret about confident people. They don't have perfect lives. They don't have it all figured out. They make mistakes, experience failures, and struggle with self-doubt just like everyone else. But here's what sets them apart. They don't let those struggles define them. They don't let fear of imperfection hold them back. They don't wait until they have every answer before they take a step forward. What they do have is the courage to own their story, flaws, failures, insecurities, and all. Because here's the truth. Confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from being authentic. Think about the people you admire the most. Are they flawless? Are they immune to setbacks and struggles? No. In fact, many of them are open about their failures. They share the moments they felt lost, the times they fell short, and the doubts they battled. And yet you respect them, you connect with them, you admire them, not because they're perfect, but because they're real. They have the courage to be seen as they truly are. They show up despite their fears. They refuse to let their imperfections make them feel unworthy. And that's what makes them powerful. So stop waiting to be perfect before you start believing in yourself. Stop hiding the parts of your story you think make you less than. Those aren't your weaknesses. They are your strengths. They make you human. They make you relatable, resilient, and real. Your past struggles, they built your character. Your failures, they taught you lessons that made you wiser. Your imperfections, they make you unique. Confidence isn't about proving that you have it all together. It's about standing tall even when you don't. It's about saying, yes, I've been through struggles. Yes, I've made mistakes. And yes, I am still worthy. So own your story, all of it. The messy parts, the setbacks, the lessons learned. Because confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about having the courage to be yourself. The choice is yours. So let's bring it all together. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, and it's built through action. Do hard things on purpose. Step into discomfort, take risks, and embrace challenges. Every difficult step you take is proof that you can handle more than you think. Speak to yourself with kindness. Your words shape your reality. If you keep telling yourself you're not good enough, you'll start believing it. Flip the script. Talk to yourself the way you'd encourage a friend. Own your story, flaws and all. Every setback, every failure, every doubt. It's all part of your journey. True confidence comes from embracing who you are, not waiting until you become some perfect version of yourself. Now you have a choice. You could keep waiting for the day you magically feel confident enough to chase your dreams, waiting for approval from others, waiting for fear to disappear. But let me tell you something, that day will never come. If you wait for confidence before you act, you'll be waiting forever. Or you can start today. You can take that first uncomfortable step, no matter how small, and start proving to yourself that you are capable, brave, and worthy. You can choose to show up even when your hands shake and your voice wavers. You can choose to act even when doubt lingers in the background. Because confidence isn't about being fearless. It's about showing up despite the fear. It's about doing the thing before you feel ready and realizing along the way that you are ready. So here's my challenge to you. Stop waiting. Stop doubting. Stop telling yourself the story that you need to be more, do more, or have more before you take action. The truth is, you are already enough. You already have everything you need inside of you. The world doesn't need a perfect version of you. It needs the real you, the bold, resilient, and unstoppable you. So step up, step forward, and prove to yourself, starting today, that you can, you will, and you must. Your future self is waiting for you. And trust me, you are ready. Now go prove it to yourself.